And Thursday mornings around this time usually means we find ourselves in the company of Stratford-upon-Avon movie critic James Luxford for their good, bad and on-demand movie suggestions. This Thursday, slightly different movie preview with James. Hi, James.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on this morning. I mean, before we get into the films, obviously this time last week we didn't know, did we? What was about to unfurl? What's been your experience of the last 7 days?
I think like everyone else, a bit surreal. I think whatever your opinions, she was a huge, consistent presence in our lives, and I think you don't get a 3-mile queue or whatever it's at now at the moment without this meaning something to an awful lot of people, and I think you can see the impact everywhere. As you say, no new movies this week. All new releases have been moved until after the funeral, and of course cinemas will be closed on Monday, aside from those offering free screenings of the funeral for anyone who wants to attend.
So the big release, I suppose, which was due this week, was the new George Clooney movie, wasn't it? Ticket to Paradise. So that has been delayed, has it?
It has. It's been delayed until Tuesday, and as I say, the cinemas will be closed on Monday itself, aside from those opting to offer free screenings to the public of the funeral. So yes, it's, I think, like most things, as a mark of respect, Ticket to Paradise has been moved until Tuesday.
Okay. That's George Clooney and Julia Roberts, of course, his new movie. So we thought instead, James, we get you to kind of have a little pick through some of the more uplifting and nostalgic things we can watch instead. What's your first pick for us?
My first pick today is A Beautiful Day in the Neighbourhood on All 4. It's a biopic starring Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers, a children's TV host who taught a generation the importance of kindness.
Hello, neighbor.
Mr. Rogers, I'm here to interview you.
It is so nice to meet you.
You okay?
Profiling Mr. Rogers.
Lloyd, please don't ruin my childhood.
If you want, I think we all probably need a little bit of a cinematic hug. Tom Hanks in this role does it, doesn't he?
It really does. I mean, it's difficult to compare, but Mr. Rogers was so beloved in America. So many people grew up with this show, and generally he's considered one of the kindest people in public and in private. For context, when the September 11th attacks happened, Mr. Rogers was the person who addressed the public on television with a public service announcement during that period of worry. So that's how beloved he was. And in that sense, Tom Hanks is the perfect choice for this, someone we all associate with warmth and affection, a very uplifting film, one that gives you, I think, a bit of faith in how good people can be, and the power of kindness, I suppose.
Your next choice is something for all the family, which we can all maybe watch over the weekend, and I've got here on my notes, James, brackets, a light family classic.
Absolutely. It's Wallace and Gromit: The Wrong Trousers, which is on iPlayer now. As you say, a animated classic where inventor Wallace is fooled by a sinister penguin.
I think you'll find this present a valuable addition to our modern lifestyle. They're techno trousers, fantastic for walkies. All you do is attach the lead on here, then program in. Walkies, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whoops. Oh, have a nice walk, Gromit.
The genius of Aardman Animations, James.
Absolutely. Who doesn't love Wallace and Gromit? They're a national institution, and I think humour is just so brilliant. It's very clever, drawing a lot on a lot of classic cinema in its jokes and in its references. Aardman became a very inspirational force in animation over the years, and this is probably their finest moment. Great fun, so much laughter, and it still holds up so many years later, and one for the whole family, as you say.
Wallace and Gromit, The Wrong Trousers on the BBC iPlayer for you. On Netflix and Disney Plus, you've gone for something a bit Queenie for us here as your final pick.
Yes, absolutely. The Oscar-winning biopic, I suppose, The Queen. It's Helen Mirren won an Oscar for this portrayal of Her Majesty, navigating a mourning nation after the death of Princess Diana.
Are you all right?
Something's happened. There's been a change, some shift in values.
Maybe he's got a point.
What if my actions are damaging the crown? I prefer to keep my feelings to myself. Foolishly, I believe that was what the people wanted from their queen.
Just noticed, actually, that such has been the popularity of that, and with events over the last week, that it's gone back into the top 10, the Netflix top 10 at the moment. That's how much people are dipping back into this, James.
Yes, I think so. It's obviously takes a new meaning at the moment, but I think it's an interesting look at the, I suppose, the public nature of royal life and the personal side of a figure we all know. An incredible performance from Helen Mirren. We never knew if Her Majesty saw the film herself, but the actress in February said she felt she had. And of course, she was made Dame Helen Mirren a few years later. So obviously, there wasn't any sort of negative reaction. I think there's a very clever aspect to this film where we show the perspective of someone whose life is public service, how you have to balance that responsibility as a public figure with your own personal feelings. One of the biggest British films of the 2000s, and probably poignant viewing right now, as the charts suggest.
James, thanks so much. A bit of a different movie roundup for us, but superbly done. Thanks again.
Thank you.
James Luxford, our movie critic from Stratford-upon-Avon, with us this morning on BBC CWR.